In a small village in the north of Dong Nai, where winding red dirt roads lead to each house hidden behind rows of green trees, Mr. Chien's tree sawing team is famous for its steady skills and enthusiasm. Every day, when the morning sun begins to shine through the leaves, shining the first rays of light on the ground, Mr. Chien and his teammates gather together, preparing for a new working day. It was a beautiful sunny day, birds chirping on the high branches, giving the village a fresh and peaceful atmosphere. The gentle wind blowing through the leaves, mixed with the chirping of small birds, created a mesmerizing natural symphony. The sky was deep blue, without a cloud, the sunlight was bright but not harsh, creating a perfect setting to start work. Mr. Chien, a man with tan skin and bright eyes, has been working in the tree sawing profession for more than 10 years. He is not only a skilled worker, but also the soul of the team. With his extensive experience and dedication, he always leads the team to overcome challenges, from simple tasks such as pruning branches, to complex tasks such as cutting down large old trees. Today, they will perform a familiar but equally important task: pruning and sawing trees in the village's large garden. When Mr. Chien and his teammates arrived at the garden, a vivid picture appeared before their eyes. Mango, jackfruit and guava trees grew densely, creating a green color covering the entire area. The tree canopies spread out, covering the ground, but also began to become dense, needing to be trimmed so that sunlight could shine down. This work not only helps the trees grow better but also ensures the safety of the village, avoiding unnecessary accidents from old and weak branches. Mr. Chien began to assign tasks to each member of the team. Each person has a job, all with smiles on their lips. The sound of the chainsaw begins to ring out, tearing apart the quiet space of the morning. The rumbling sound of the engine blends with the laughter of the tree sawing team, creating a bustling and joyful working scene. Remember to be careful, don't let the branches fall on you. Mr. Chien always reminds his teammates every time he starts work. Although the work is somewhat dangerous, under his direction, everything always goes smoothly. He is always the first to climb the tree, checking each branch before sawing, making sure everything is safe. When the work starts, the happy atmosphere spreads everywhere. Humorous stories from the team members constantly resound. Mr. Tung, a young member of the team, is always the one who brings laughter to everyone. With funny stories and an optimistic outlook on life, he is not only a good worker but also the one who unites the team spirit. Do you know, I just came back from fishing yesterday and caught a fish this big. Mr. Tung said, raising his hand to describe the size of the fish, making everyone laugh. I think that fish must have remembered me, so it volunteered to come ashore for me to fish for it. Everyone burst into laughter at Mr. Tong's story. The laughter echoed throughout the garden, dispelling the fatigue and pressure of work. Moments like this make the work of sawing trees not only a task, but also a wonderful experience, bringing togetherness and friendship. Mr. Chien, standing on a high tree branch, looked down at his teammates, full of pride. Every day, they are not only workers, but also friends, sharing joys and difficulties at work. He always believes that it is the team spirit and love for the job that helps them overcome all challenges. When the work is finished, the garden seems to be wearing a new coat. The trees were neat, the bright sunlight filtered through the branches and leaves, shining on the ground, creating shimmering spots of light. Everyone sat under the shade of the mango trees, enjoying a simple lunch with rustic dishes, but full of affection. Mr. Chien took a sip of cool water, looking around at the familiar faces. Today's work is hard but fun, isn't it, guys? He smiled, his eyes filled with happiness. As long as we are united and keep our spirits up, no matter how difficult it is, we will overcome it. Mr. Tung, with a bright smile, replied, "That's right, Mr. Chien, it's not just about working, but also about creating memorable memories together." In the cheerful laughter, they ended a meaningful working day. The fresh branches, the chirping birds, and the happy stories created a vivid and beautiful picture of the working life in a small village in the north of Dong Nai. Mr. Chien's tree sawing team are not only skilled workers, but also warm-hearted people who always know how to enjoy life and cherish every moment. They are the ones who bring peace and beauty to the village, just like the way they care for and prune each branch.